All right, hey everybody, this is Clint at Manskull 101. Here it is, the new Gen 5 Glock 20, 10 millimeter. It's wicked. This is a safe gun. I already checked it, no mag, nothing in the chamber. So here it is. So I just got this thing. I haven't even shot it yet. Today's the first go around with some shooting. I do have a TRL HL Streamlight 1000 lumen light on it. It's awesome. It does stick out past the muzzle a little bit, but you know, maybe that gives you a little protection for if you're pressing into something, pushing it out of battery. You got that light out there, keep that from happening, right? Possibly. Let's tear this thing down real quick. Oh, it comes apart just like a Glock. So this has a captured recoil spring in it. I like that. It's got the double coil on it. This also has the improved marksman barrel, right? Now looking down the rifling on that, it looks more like a conventional rifling cut to me, where the others were like humped, you know, they look rounded to me. This appears to have a flat top and cut edges. Supposed to be an improvement. We'll see how that goes. Like I say, I have not even shot this thing. Let's drop that barrel back in there. And the recoil spring. It also has an improved trigger, flared mag well, and some interchangeable pistol grips, which I haven't tried them yet. I just have the grip that comes with it on there as of right now. So I'm going to shoot it like this and see how that works. What is going on here? Oh, what's going on here? Doesn't want to. I had it apart once before I turned on the camera, and it went well. And then what's happening? I don't know. What is it? I have to put you on pause. All right, I figured it out. I had to, the recoil spring was not down into the second step there. It was up on the first step, so that's what was holding me up. Just took a second, but, you know, on camera, got that extra pressure. Run the slide. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. So I've got some targets set up, and I'll walk you out there. First thing I'm going to do is just shoot at the cardboard and see where this thing's printing. I just want to, you know, first time I've shot it, I haven't even fired a round through it. And then from there, we're going to go to some ballistics testing with these water jugs. These are, I guess, 5-gallon jugs. They're about 16 inches long, probably 12 by 12 square. We got 2 of them stacked up there. So we're going to see what kind of penetration I get out of those. Now, I've got 2 different loads we're going to work with. What? Oh, whose big shiny Ford is that? Man. I've got 2 different loads we're going to work with. This one right here, one of my cast bullets. It's 180 grain at a hard cast at 1,100 feet a second. So, you know, a moderate load, not crazy. And then this one is Hornady XTP 155 hollow point at 1,400 feet per second. And I haven't even shot these yet. I just loaded them the other day. So we're going to give a go around. First of all, I'm going to print on that cardboard, see what's happening, see where I'm hitting, so we can proceed with our ballistics testing. I call it ballistics testing. We're shooting into water, but I do have a little surprise for you guys that I think is kind of cool. Let's walk over here. And gotta find them. I got a couple of pork shoulder blades out of a hog, obviously. Now these are from a retail store, so they got the pointy part, I don't know what to call it, the part that comes up to the cartilage, taken off. So they're not a full shoulder blade. They are in thickness and function. I think it'll be okay. It just makes a little smaller target for me. So when we get to this point, we're going to strap one of these onto the water jug and then shoot it with both of those loads also to see what the penetration is. Give you an idea of the thickness. They're probably 3/8 of an inch thick. We'll look at them a little closer before we shoot them. So there's that. That's a little exciting. I'm going to get my truck out of here so I don't poke any holes in that big shiny Ford. That would be bad. Not like it's a Chevy. It's disposable. All right, I'm going to move the truck and we'll get down to business. Hold on for me. All right, so we're lined up here. I'm just going to put one through the cardboard. Just put one through the cardboard and see where this thing hits. Nice and close. Not bad, just about an inch low on that. That's not bad. All right, we'll take one more little shot here. See where we're at. Yep, looking good. Right at the red dot. So we'll switch out. All right, now we'll try one of those hard cast bullets. Just one round, make sure it's in the same ballpark. Yep, they're all printing very close at this range anyway, very close. So we're going to move on to our ballistics test now. I'm thinking the 155 at 1400 feet per second, and I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but it's about 650 foot-pounds of energy with a 155 grain, but hollow point bullet. I believe it's going to expand enough that it's not going to penetrate into the second jug behind the first jug. Let's find out. Let me load her up. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're going to put one into those jugs. Now remember, I got two of them stacked up right behind each other. So that's about 30 inches, 32 inches of water. Make sure you got a good view. Looks like it's about right. Woo! Nice. Nice. That's some foot-pounds of energy, right? That's that lighter, 155 grain bullet going 1400 feet per second. Now you can push those a little hotter. Max load in the, what was it, the Nosler book, 1400 feet a second. I'm using blue dot, and these are not over max load. But 1450 is the max load. I'm running about 1400. You know, see how that goes from there. That was impressive though. Let's go take a look at it. Wow, there's my hit right there. It busted this thing wide open. Wide open. That's impressive. And there's the bullet right there. Oh yeah. Man, that's what you're looking for right there. I'll have to weigh it, see what kind of weight retention it has. That thing mushroomed out beautifully. Can you see that? Let me get it at an angle where you can see that's a front. Nice mushroom. Look at that jacket peeled back. Beautiful, man. Good result. And as I predicted, it did not penetrate the second jug. Let's look at this jug. It split that baby wide open. Right here's my impact. Split that wide open. There's a little bit of lead floating around in there. I don't know if you can hear that. And it split it up here at the handle also. But it did not exit. Like I say, it recovered the bullet, which is what I was hoping I would do, recover the bullet. That's awesome. Okay, let's switch it out and do the same thing with the hard cast bullet. All right, so I just set up another jug, one right behind the other, like before. And now I'll do those 180 hard cast, my own cast bullets at about 1100 feet per second. I imagine it's going to penetrate into the second jug. Let's give it a try, see what happens. All right, I changed my mind a little bit. You probably heard the gears stripping in the background. You know how that works. So I went ahead and put a pork shoulder blade on the front of that for these hard casts, because I'm trying to be conservative with my jugs. I only got 3 or 4 with me, and I'm pretty sure without that shoulder blade bone, which is out of a slaughter size hog, so probably 250, 300 pounds, give you an idea. That's a domestic hog out of that. That's out of a domestic hog. So I'm pretty sure it was going to penetrate both jugs, and then I'd ruin 2 jugs with 1 shot. But maybe, just maybe, with that shoulder blade there, and if I put a good shot on it, it won't penetrate both jugs. That'll be a good test. And then I'll do the same thing with one of the hollow point bullets. So again, a 180 hard cast at 1100 feet per second out of a Glock 20 Gen 5 10 millimeter. Let's rock and roll. Those meat bees are hitting it hard, man. They came from everywhere as soon as I unwrapped those shoulder bones. Well, definitely poked a hole in the first jug. Did not explode it. That was a pretty good hit. There's a lot of water going. Oh, looks like the second one's bleeding out too. Let's have a look at it. Right there's my hit. That's a good spot. Nice clean hole through there. Uh-oh. Wow. And it blew the lid off of this one. Oh, dang, yep. It penetrated that second jug after all. Well, so give you a little better look. There's the hole right there into that shoulder blade. Shot straight through. Now I was standing up straight. That bench is a little low, so I get a little angle out of it. There's my out hole right there. So as you can see, a little bit of a down angle. Split the jug right there and then penetrated into the next jug. You can see that hole. Bring that into better view. So, hit this jug here, poke clean through it, and looks like with that downward angle I was talking about, that it came out the bottom, blew this cap off, busted the cap, but blew out the bottom. But I don't see a mark on the table up here, and I don't see the bullet. So give me a minute, I'm going to take a better look for that. I'd like to recover that bullet. Well, I looked for that bullet. I did see the spot on the table where it came out, hit the bottom of the table, and deflected upward, apparently. Maybe knocking the cap off of that second jug. Chances of finding that bullet are pretty slim. So, now we know we got full jug and 3/4 penetration out of the second jug through a pork shoulder blade. 16 inches of water and another 12 inches of water. So that's some good penetration. I think we'll do this test again. And I've got some 5-gallon buckets full of water that are made out of thicker plastic. Or maybe do a couple of 5-gallon buckets and one of these square water jugs. I'm going to stack up some more. I really want to recover a bullet, but I don't want to destroy all my jugs to do it. So we'll see how that goes. Give me a minute, and I'll get her set up again. All right, so here's that pork shoulder. Give you a better look at it. Nice clean hole in and out. I had this side out, hit it just off center, so it didn't deflect from that 7 bone part. This is a scapula. Some people call it a paddle bone. Anyway, shoulder blade bone out of a pork, like I say. So that was a good hit and a good result, but over penetrated my backstop. So I'm going to try to recover a bullet with a little heavier backstop. All right, we're going to try again with the 180 hard cast. I need to make this kind of quick because those jugs are leaking a little bit. I'm going to aim a little lower because the water's seeping down. So hopefully I get all shoulder blade and water. Let's see how it goes. Looks like that was a good hit. Let's check the damage. There's a hit. Yep, another good hit there. Get that out of there. So, good hit there. Came out the back there. Penetrated right there. Oh, came out the back there. Oh, ha ha. And stopped right on the top of that next jug. With just ever so slight deformation on the nose of that thing. That's a good hard cast bullet. Excellent penetration. So, I got pork slime all over me, man. Yeah, and water. And the bees are trying to eat me. So let me ask you something. If you're carrying that Glock 20, 10 millimeter in the woods, and for everything up to and including, let's even say, grizzly bear problem, what bullet would you pick? The 180 hard cast? That's 1,100 feet per second. Got good penetration through both of those jugs and a pork shoulder blade. That's, what do we call that? About 32 inches of penetration plus a shoulder blade. But you saw it did not disrupt the jug like the hollow point did. The hollow point, we recovered the bullet out of the first jug, in the first jug, but it exploded that jug. So where did the penetration stop? Well, that's hard to say in a water jug, right? If we had a ballistic gel block, then we'd be able to actually measure that. But totally disrupted that jug. Exploded the thing. Obviously, more hydrostatic shock, but not the penetration. What do you think? What one would you go with? Yeah, I think maybe the perfect answer is what my son does. He stacks a couple of 180 hollow points, and then a couple of those hard casts, and then a couple of 180 hollow points and a couple of hard casts. That way you know you're getting a bunch of hydrostatic shock, and with the 180 hollow point, better penetration. And then you're getting ultimate penetration with that 180 hard cast. So what do you think about that? Drop me a line in the comments and we'll talk about it. I'm going to shoot some more.